You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the only one media group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Dini-Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is going on? I am your host, dini-mussolini, and welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. So there are over 21,000 of you guys on the line with us tonight. Oh my goodness, you're going to break the internet. But hey, it's all good because we can handle, the bandwidth over here. I want you guys to experience something new today. Well, not today because today is almost over. Maybe tomorrow though, because we all have doing things the same way over and over and over again, just because that's how we've always done them. Routines can be a trap that prevent us from seeing opportunities and experiencing life. Have you ever been stuck on a problem, then left it for a few days, and when you come back to it, the solution is immediately obvious? Often we get so wrapped up in something so closely involved that we need to step back for a while just to regain a realistic perspective. Here's a sobering thought. What if you're so intimately involved in your life that you have lost perspective, like a frustrating problem that you can't walk away from? The way out of that trap is to get out of your routine, make an effort to experience something new, really new and different, like every day. Read a magazine that you'll disagree with, eat lunch at a different time, or maybe with somebody out of the ordinary. Try something you're no good at all. Make it a point to take alternate routes to a familiar place, the office, the grocery store, the health club. Wherever you go, try a new kind of food, make friends with someone new, wake up an hour earlier, adjust the lighting in your office differently, rearrange your furniture or your bedroom. What habits or routines do you have that rob you of your perspective? I want you to step back and look at the things you do every day and ask yourself why. Then look at the things you've never thought you could do and never considered doing and ask why not. The only way you can take control of your life is to switch off the autopilot. Take it from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
Well, tonight's interview is the Kabir Interview, and I'm your host, dini-mussolini. Even though I already said that earlier in the show, I just got to put my name out there again, you know. Anyways, we're going to have an absolutely amazing time talking with Kabir tonight and get to know him and his music and, learn everything we can, man. Make sure we soak up all the info and all that good stuff. But before we do that, we have to do this.
Wow! Do you have an idea that needs to get out there? PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people with ideas to get to the industry.
PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people with great ideas to get to the industry and to the public. Do you have ideas that need to get out there? Go to PitchYourIdeas.org and get your ideas out there.
PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people with great ideas to get to the industry and to the public. Do you have ideas that need to get out there? Go to PitchYourIdeas.org and get your ideas out there. PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people who don't know what to do with your talent or ideas. People who have ideas, inventions, movie scripts, TV scripts, and ideas that will entertain, inform, or make things better should go to PitchYourIdeas.org.
And there you have it, PitchYourIdeas.org. It is a new year. I know you have those ideas sitting on your hard drive or in your phone, the little app, the memo pad app. I know you got some ideas jotted down there, or some, ideas in the back of your cranium that you just don't know what to do with. Well, PitchYourIdeas.org is definitely the place for you to visit and let them help you. They work in the movie industry, the music industry, and science. Oh yeah. So hit them up, PitchYourIdeas.org. So you're going to absolutely love this interview with Kabir. He's a countercultural rapper. Let me say that word again, countercultural. Now, I don't really know what that means, so I'm glad he's here. He's going to shed some light on that, what that's supposed to mean. I'm not sure. That's my first time hearing that word. But he's based out of the Queens, New York. And I couldn't help but be super pleased with, writing these questions for this interview, and hopefully we can touch on a particular subject and a lot of how I personally feel about the musicianship in the state of New York. Of course, get his opinion on that as well. He lives there. I was only living there for 2 years, but I didn't do music at that time. I was actually spearheading Russell Simmons' road tours with Fat Form. And I must say, I don't know allegations or stuff in the news. I was not a part of that or know anything about that, just to make that clear. But this will only be much better from the perspective and from the vocal whole of the performing artist by the name of Kabir. I always love talking to artists that are truly have something unique to offer and to say, and Kabir is exactly that. So come on, grab your popcorn and a brewski and check out this interview as we dive deep. The questions are loaded with fantastic, genuine, honest insight, inquiries on everything from music to life to Kabir's single, Reptile. And with that, let's take a second to welcome Kabir to our humble podcast. Hey, man, you're now live in the mix with all of us. How's it going?
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yeah, that's 100% correct, bro. Yeah, that's right,
awesome.
Bro.
Awesome. Man, how are you feeling in this new year?
I feel great, bro. I had a good year last year. And every year, just trying to progress, you feel me? Just doing my thing every year. I like the intro, too. You got a good voice for this
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So, when I was doing my research on you, man, I noticed that you've made a change. Like, the graphics that we have for the show, you have dark hair, or your natural color hair. But I visit your Instagram, and it's blonde now. So,
oh, shit, yeah,
Yeah, what was the whole decision behind that?
Shit, man, I just kind of, I feel like my music and my personality is kind of loud, you feel me? And I want my aesthetic for my brand to be loud, too. So when people see me, I want them to remember, how I look like as much as they remember, what I say. So it's kind of just, it's just natural, I want to look like how I feel, you feel me? So, and, everybody in that wave that's coming up right now, it's important for artists to just have an aesthetic that's goes with their image, and they gotta just feel it,
You're right, man. Personality is a big part of it. If you don't have a personality, it's kind of hard to sell music nowadays without that personality behind it.
Yeah, man. I just want people I just want to be that character that people kind of remember, and just not fake it. Be genuine about it. Make sure it's natural.
Yeah. Was that the first time you ever dyed it that color?
Actually, I never dyed it, honestly, because when I first rapped, I was just trying to have a regular image on some Logic type shit. But then I just switched my sound recently and switched my lane out of nowhere. Kind of just dyed my hair, got design changes. My whole image just changed recently.
Yeah. So how long would you say it took you to transition into what you are now?
Well, kind of the first when I first started doing music. Mm-hmm. I was kind of I didn't have a sound. Every song, one song could sound like Kendrick, one song could sound like Future, but I realized I have to make a core sound, make a core connection with an audience, So I kind of just I made a sound that's just genuine, to how I feel, my type of sound. It's just that same lane with X and Lil Peep and all of them. I just started doing that that type of sound in my own way. And then I stopped trying to make songs like Future and Kendrick and just make my own sound, and that's the first 2 years I didn't really have a sound, and then recently I just started rebranding. I rebranded myself maybe past 6 months, And I met up with Ski Mask, and he was telling, his management told me too, yo, you just always be yourself. You don't have to sound like other people, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened with that.
I always found man, watching transitions happen, and then finding out the reason why. Did somebody help you realize that, okay, I need to be different, or did you just wake up one day and was yo, man, I just want to be myself. I want to be free.
It's kind of I want to be myself, and I didn't I'm showing my personality through my visuals too, not just through my sound. I'm trying to just be me.
Yeah.
And that's just part of it,
Yeah. Man, I seen a clip on your Instagram, it was a little stage clip. You were hopping around, and man, I wanted to see the full performance. Where is it at?
Shit, that's every month. I don't go every month, but every month SOBs in New York, there's a showcase. And they have a website, and it's SOBs. I don't know if everybody here is familiar with SOBs, but they got a showcase for new upcoming artists every month, and they have, I think, the full clip on YouTube somewhere on their channel. It's called SOBs.
I gotta see it. If you find it before I do, man, make sure you send it to me. Send I gotta see that performance, man.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I'm gonna send that, and I'm gonna go. I got a lot more shows I do too. I do shows with them as much as I can, and any small shows I get, I just turning up, doing shows for the fans,
Definitely. It looks like it, man. And if you guys haven't seen it, make sure you visit his Instagram, check out the clip. Had me pumped, just seeing that little small clip that I want to see the entire performance now.
Yeah, man. I love the performance, That's my favorite part.
It looks like it. All right, man. Now, I guess we can, dive into the interview now. That was just, getting to know each other, or us getting to know you. Thank you so much, man, for, your time, of course, and being a part of our journey. I'm totally stoked to talk to you about, the wow infusion of ATL-style trap and the emo rock sounds of your music. Before I give anything away, though, and sometimes it's just better to let music speak for itself, but how would you describe the defining characteristics of the sound, the music, and the vibe that you make?
Well, I'll say, like, it's a wave that's like, before people, like, when you make weird music, like, the old heads always, like, look down on it, because it's kind of too weird, but it's like a wave that now that form of rap is kind of becoming more popular than the old type of rap. And I guess I'm like, I would say I'm part of that wave, but I have my own lane in that wave, if that makes sense, Like, it's just a lane that I believe in, like, that's just the movement I'm part of, and there's a lot of artists, like, that are, like, open the lane so I could be part of that movement too, like, like when X blew up and Pete blew up, I was like, damn, like, my sound is, like, not far, like, it's in that wave, so I feel like I could blow up too, And I show respect to them and everybody who's doing it, and I just try to make, like, that's the sound that's natural to me. Like, anyone who makes music, like, they just have to make the sound that's natural to them, And that's what's natural for me. That's just, like, the way, like, I express myself,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've always enjoyed backstories, and my own story is like a scene from, like, various movies combined together. So what's your tall tale, man, the genesis of Kabir, for anyone out there that might not be familiar with your background and your music? What's your upcoming? How did you get started?
Well, I mean, I grew up in Queens, New York, and in New York, like, everything just revolved around basketball, like street basketball. And as a kid growing up, that's all I used to do, is just play, like, 12 hours a day in the rain, in the snow, whatever. Like, I used to watch, like, N1 street ball. Just everything was basketball. And then, like, my thing back then, like, I wanted to be on the St. John's team and, like, try to get into the league, all of that. And then when I did that, I went to St. John's and tried to make it. And then I didn't make the team. I was like, I have a lot of, like, drive still, but I don't know where to put it. So I took that energy and then I put it in music, and then, like, the reason I like basketball is because, like, anytime you have something negative, a negative in your life, any feelings that's negative, anybody that's, like, they got a relationship problem or they got, like, something with their family, like, whatever, you could let it out on the sport, And then that's, like, I transitioned from venting on the sport to music. It's just, like, a good transition for me, because since basketball wasn't working out, I went into music and found, like that's the way, like, to express any pain in my personal life, whatever, that I didn't make the league, or that any family problems, like, whatever. Like, I just feel like that's kind of where my life went after the basketball phase,
Right. Do you still play?
I don't play, like, as much as I used to, but I know, like, I like to be around. I don't know if people are familiar with the street ball scene in New York, like, there's Rucker Park and Dykeman. I still like to be around that stuff, like, just to see what's up, see who's out there,
Yeah, man, street ball was pretty big, man, and it still is pretty big.
Yeah, it's like, still, it's not as big as it used to be, but it's still, like, like, in New York, it's always, like, love for that, in that type of way, like, how they play the game,
Yeah.
It's always there in New York, even though it's not as big as, like, when N1 was popping and all of that,
Yep. Okay. So after basketball came music. How long have you been rocking the mic?
I'm gonna say, like, 2.5 years, maybe 3 years, like, around that, somewhere in that range.
Wow, that's pretty short time.
It's kind of short, yeah, but, it's good to, like, in the 3 years I learned to, like, to find my sound,
Yeah. And it definitely looks fun, to be a part of your campaign, From where you started back 3 years ago to the music you make now, what would you say has changed besides the hair along the way?
So, shit, as far as my music, I mean, some of my music just sounded like Future or, like, Kendrick, but it wasn't, like, I didn't have my sound yet. And then when I started just, like, making my sound and rapping, like, how I want to rap, you know, like it definitely hit harder. Like it's like people started like there's more interaction, and like on my SoundCloud I dropped a song, it got like people talk more, people interact more, like people like attach to the music more, you know. It's not just like I'm just rapping, you know. I make music like it's like I have a more connection with my fans now, like, and I figured out like how to express like myself musically better, not just rapping, but like the whole process of putting a song together, you know. Try to just make like the song like people connect with it, you know.
Yep. Man, what do you say to the old heads that think that all New York rappers should sound the same? You know, that on that battle tip, you know, they gotta have bars and metaphors and all that. But then you got like A$AP Rocky, who sounds like he's from the Midwest, and French Montana, who sounds like he's from the ATL. What do you say to the old heads who think like that?
I mean, I think like boom bap was like the golden era of hip hop was kind of like a wave. The way that this new trap music kind of sound was like a wave too for this time. And I think in that time, like you always respected. Like I used to love Big L. I don't know if you know Big L and Big Pun.
Yeah.
Like all those guys, and Nas, I respect it for what it was at that time, and like I love that music. But you gotta like the times change. You gotta like understand the times. Like Joel Santana's not gonna come back out of nowhere. Like, you know, now the rappers from New York is like on like Tekashi and them and Cardi B. Like it's just you have to accept that the times change and be open-minded, you know. And I still respect Pun and L and like Nas, like all of them, but they're some of my favorite artists. But you know, you gotta be open-minded to change too, you know.
Yep. Do you listen to J.R. Ryder from Dipset?
Yeah, I know J.R. Ryder. I know, like, cause he's from New York too. Like, I fuck with him.
Yeah,
I used to have his album,
tape,
bro.
man.
Like, he's lit, bro.
He has a new
fire,
tape.
Bro.
Yeah,
oh, I gotta check that out, bro.
He is on the wave, man. But you know, he was crazy with it. But man, he's on the wave with bars. Like, man, his tape was fire, man.
Yo, he was fire, and like Dipset ran like anywhere you go uptown, bro. Uptown means Harlem for like those people that don't know, but anywhere you go at that time, like all they play is like J.R. Ryder and Cam, and that whole wave that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I fuck with it, bro.
All right, so you put out the single Reptile. What does Reptile means to you personally?
I kind of like Reptile, honestly. Like not to give too much away, but it's just like me just venting my personal life, you know. Instead of like trying to make club hits and trying to do this and that, like it's just people could listen to it, and it's like just me venting my personal life, and then if they relate or something like that, like they could vent too, you know. They could like express those emotions too, you know. It's kind of like just that type of song. And like
definitely, man,
you know, that's just a lot of the songs I make is more like that, and less like trying to make a club hit these days, you know. That's just the new sound I'm going with, you know.
Definitely. So I've read somewhere where Reptile may be on the same lines as the song Reptile by written by Trent-Reznor.
Yeah, the thing with you know what it is? I did like at the outro of the song, I kind of like I pay homage to him, you know, like, cause I fuck with 9 Inch Nails, so I put like a little bit of that like his hook. I kind of covered it at the end, you know. I don't know if you heard, like, if you heard it. It's like the ending has that cover of his of the actual song, and it's just like it's kind of like just paying homage to what his movement, you know, and what he did with Jimmy Iovine and them was like, it was powerful at the time, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, so him and everything, him and Jimmy and like everything they were doing at the time, I'm just paying homage to it, you know.
Yes, sir. Man, I rock hard with 9 Inch Nails, so I was kind of, you know, impressed when I seen the name Trent-Reznor in your PR there. I was like, okay. Yeah, man, Kabir may be dope here. He like Japanese anime and rock.
Yeah, man.
My two favorite things.
Yeah, that's facts, bro.
Oh yeah. So, what kind of themes or storylines are running your music?
The storylines, a lot of it could be like a relationship issue, It could be like a family-related issue. It could be like I didn't go to the league, I feel some type of way type shit, but I'm trying to come back, you know, like that type of feeling. And then some of it's a little just like, it's like a percentage of that and a percentage of just some swaggy shit, like, you know, like I do it with kind of in my own way, you know, but not to give away the stories or nothing like that, but it's like a lot of it is introspective. It's like introspective type music, you know, that hopefully if other people go through it, they kind of like, they fuck with it too. It's like they're gonna hear it and be like damn, like I'm not alone type shit, you know?
Right, yeah. Man, I seen something on your Twitter about racism. Do you ever experience any racism? When it comes to music?
Go with music. You know what, the music wave, like this new wave, they're not really racist. But in, like, outside of music, there's, like, definitely a little bit, like, because I'm mixed. I'm half Brazilian, half Bangladesh. And then there's, like, the whole Trump thing with the Arab, like, they want to kick the Muslims out, all of that. I try, like, not to think about it too much. I just do my music and shit, but it's definitely there a little bit. But it's not, like, the people like in music and shit, I feel like the new generation is pretty open-minded. The young kids, they're smart, bro. They're not racist. That's just more like a different demographic that in America you're gonna experience it if you're a minority, you know. And you know, but there's good and bad everywhere, you know.
Oh yeah,
it's good and bad. Like, so there's some parts of America is like that, but some is just they really don't care what race you are, you know.
Yes, sir. Have you traveled outside of New York to do your music yet?
To do music, I perform in New York only. But I went to Boston to like link up with Lil Tracy, and I went to chill with X in Miami. That was it, but I didn't actually perform. Dope. But as far as music related stuff, it's like all in New York right now. I'm not big enough to go like outside of New York. You know, I'm just staying local right now because that's like where my brand is right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So I have this thing or fetish, if you will, about meanings, about album and project titles. So spill the beans, man. Your project is called Please Don't Slit Your Wrist, and that can go in so many directions. And it can be a pretty heavy statement. So help me out, man. Give us the details of what that actually means for you.
So what it mainly is there's a song on it. I don't know if you heard this, if you heard the song or not. It's called Please Don't Slit Your Wrist. And not to give too much away about the song, but that song is like about just like I'm like having a conversation with my girl type shit. And it's like leading to her wanting to do that, I guess. And then we're just kind of having a conversation about it, and then I've made that the title because that's like the theme of the album too. Even though that song is the main story about it, but that's like a theme in the album. That emotion is a theme in the album too. So it's kind of like it's a title that it's just kind of so you know what the story is about. You know, that's a story in the album, you know, or in the EP.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Every time I ask you about a song, you're like, not to give anything away. You just want people to check it out.
Because I want people to hear it, you know, and then kind of get the story through the song more than like if I give it away, it might not have same impact as if they heard it the first time, you know. Yeah,
I get that, and it's smart, man. It's smart. I'm just greedy like that, where I just need to know everything.
I feel you, bro.
Definitely. Let everybody know we can actually listen to this project at.
So it's gonna be on like every retailer, like as far as like Spotify and Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, gonna be on all of that. And right now, Reptile's on everything, and the actual EP is on SoundCloud only. So if you go to my SoundCloud, you'll find like all the music. It's just not officially out on on Spotify and Tidal and everything, but you could find it basically in every digital retailer, and you could find it in SoundCloud. That's where most people like usually check it out.
Okay, so it's actually not out yet. for sale, but it is
it's just
out.
Like it's not out. I mean, actually, I try not to sell. Like, I try to put it on SoundCloud first because I know like some people don't like to buy music. So I want to give the option so it could be for free. So you could just go to SoundCloud and listen to it. But if you want to just support the artist type shit, you can go on like actually buy it on like digital retail sites. But you can go to SoundCloud and just check it out. It's free to like, because I know people are gonna get it for free anyway. So
yeah. Well, a little word of advice for you, man. Also put it on Spotify. That way, they can listen to it for free and you can get some coins behind it.
Yeah, I have it actually. I have Reptile on Spotify, and then the other one.
Awesome.
It's just my distribution company just didn't finish like putting it up yet, but I put it up on my SoundCloud, and it's gonna be on Spotify like as soon as they get it up.
Nice. All right, cool deal.
But I'm pretty sure Reptile's up though.
Yeah, I seen it on Spotify. Yeah. All right, we're at the favorite part of everybody's, part of the show. Of course, they like the interview, but this is the one they get most excited about, and it's the hot seat. So after the music break, we'll be back to put Kabir in our traditional hot seat to hear either him sing or, share a poem. Maybe he'll freestyle rap for us, or tell a joke or a story, or play a live instrument. Well, you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. So when we come back, we'll find out if he has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talent. But for right now, we have Kabir Reptile, and we'll be right back.
Finish us by saying mom in the throat. Girlfriend is emo and mom is a hoe. Asked for a threesome, my girl was like no. Now that's I tick on my dick, it's been cold. I am a shorty, she crying on shoulders like how is you cheating? She think I'm a demon, and to be honest with you, agree with the dough. For people like me, there's really no hope. She went for revenge for some nigga I know. Now in the gun, he about to see smoke. She put his dick deep inside of his throat. I put the gat to his throat, then I blow him. He suffocate blood and he dropped to the floor. That shorty is crying like please do not kill me. I feel really guilty, I blame it on Henny. It got me too tipsy, blame it on Molly. It got me too dizzy. Guess I'm a hypocrite, I did it first. Toxic relationships do kinda hurt. Why are we cursed? Why are we cursed? Why they got even put us on this earth? I did it first, I did it first. Destined for hatred, I'm worshiping Satan, and I am the craziest nigga I know. Everyone that made him marry the hoe. So I'm about to ring and I marry the hoe. So everybody can just leave me alone. Paranoid feelings inside of my soul. I get this trap every time I do shows. I'm not no gangster, but you never know who gonna come and come fuck on my home. You never know, you never know. Hey, who the fuck wants to see the smoke? 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 Cause she spread herself wide open to let vision sex in. Cause she has the trail of honey to show us where she's been. Have to contaminate to alleviate this loneliness. I now know the depths I reach are limitless.
true-noblest.com. Let's go. Hey, stay fit, stay motivated, stay focused. Quality over everything, True Noblest. If you looking for a brand that's the dopest, something that you can rock, you'll look the coldest. T-shirts, beanies and hats, sweatshirts, even hoodies with a tank to match. You can wear it at the gym or when you run on the track. Need to check the website, yeah, I'm telling you facts. Hey, True-Noblest, got you looking good, you know this. Take a picture, I mean right now. It ain't just a brand, baby, it's a lifestyle. Yeah, True-Noblest, quality over everything. Yeah.
And there you have it, true-noblest.com. It's not a brand, it's a lifestyle. They got all the goods, hats, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies. Check them out, true-noblest.com. Quality over quantity. All right. Oh, man, this track, Reptile. If I could sum it up in I can't sum it up in 2 words. I can just say it's explosive. Man, it had so much energy and emotion in it. You should have seen me. I was over here just rocking it out. Yeah, but you won't see that. Nah, you won't see that. But yeah, I was over here rocking it out, man. I love that. I'm going to repeat that song at the end of the show, so be on the lookout for it. And you got to let life flow. Try to hold water in your hand. You look crazy doing it, but it slips away. Immerse yourself in the water. Let it flow around you, and you can experience it as long as you wish. Don't drown, though. Life is much the same way. Life cannot be contained or held in your hand. You can't hide your life in a closet or under the rock. You defeat the purpose of life. To experience life, you must immerse yourself in it. You cannot squirrel it away or keep it to only yourself. You must let life flow through you to fully experience its joy. It is not necessary to possess in order to enjoy an experience. Too often we spend so much time and effort trying to hold and possess it that we are unable to enjoy whatever it is we desire. The concept of need assumes limitations. When you free yourself from the need to possess, you are free from limitation. Learn to appreciate and experience beauty, people, food, and ideas without having to own them or devour them. It will bring you lasting, unconditional freedom, peace, and joy. Take it from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. Every time I play that little clip, it's like I feel like I'm about to give you like the breaking news at 10 o'clock. But nah, we don't do news here. I do read your email, though. Dear Dini, what crimes can you not forgive at all? This is from Gordon. All right, Gordon. Crimes against children. Children who, by definition, require the guardianship or care of an adult are among the most vulnerable and innocent victims of crimes. Crimes against children include physical and emotional abuse, neglect, and exploitation, such as child pornography or sex trafficking of a minor, or even just beating them, like beating them down, like fist to face, that type of beat down, Personally, I would be happy to vote for the death penalty for anyone convicted of a major crime against a child, as long as I get to pull the trigger. Bang, bang. All right, second email. This is from Hirahara. Hira, what's up? I guess you're in Asia somewhere. Yeah, you are. It says that. Okay. Your question is, Dini, what are the type of people you will not forgive? Oh, my. We talked about forgiveness yesterday on the show. You know what? I'm going to let my special guest answer that question. Kabir, Hirahara wants to know, what are the type of people you will not forgive?
Shit, man. You got to forgive everybody, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I always forgive, bro. Unless they, do something crazy, bro. That shit got to be really crazy. Try to forgive every chance you get, I'll say. Every chance you get, try to forgive.
Yes, sir. I agree with Kabir. You gotta forget. You gotta let that go. Don't let that consume your life.
Yeah, man. Don't hold on to burdens. Stay happy, bro. It's a short life, bro.
Man, welcome to... I'm gonna have to hire you for like a Dr. Phil type, for the show here.
Yeah, I fuck with the show, bro.
Appreciate you, man. And we gonna definitely rock with you tough, man. I love the Reptile song, dude. I ain't know. Look, that was my
bro.
first time listening to it. But I don't never listen to the songs before the show because I want to be just as surprised into the music as everybody else. I may watch like music videos or just watching your feed and everything. But like songs, I don't normally listen to them before the show.
Word. I feel you, bro.
And I definitely rock with Reptile, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. All right, man. So you're in our hot seat, man. What do you have for us today?
So I got a freestyle.
Hey, you can do whatever you want. Tell a poem. You can sing. You can spit something you already did before. It doesn't matter. You can tell a story. Maybe a crazy
story. Shit. I'll give you a light freestyle.
All right.
Yo, I be that crazy motherfucker at the rucking name Snow, bloody red rose, causing dead souls, killing feds too, the psychopathic assassin who's secretly an angel. Harmony when it's backwards, I eat you till you straight bones. Outlaw, the media praying on my downfall. I'm merging in the thunder and I'm running while the clouds dark. I spark, ready for the fight like a southpaw. Blood drawn, hungry for the blood like a wild shark. Styles dark. The motherfucking fuck cops, buck, shoot him in the face with the gunshot. Let the slugs pop when the snow start. Hey, I'm just a psycho with a chainsaw, cause even Jesus Christ was murdered by authorities. They want to end my life just for being a minority. I stand and fight. I embrace the light like I'm Jesus Christ. Blow up like the Twin Towers, nigga. I do it twice.
Ooh. Man, you're ready for swing in the morning. I think you are.
Appreciate it, bro.
Man, no doubt. Dope. That was dope. All right. So, So, while you were on your journey, the emo rock infused with trap crossover, that is a thing. Little Uzi Vert. I think, what's the guy's name? I don't really know this guy's name, but I just see him everywhere.
Lil Peep?
Yeah, Lil
Trippie
Peep.
Red.
Trippie Red, XXXTentacion. Yeah, list goes on. It's not too many though, not too many yet. Was really finding its way into the mainstream for the very first time with some notable young artists breaking through as XXL freshmen. While you were listening to music along the way, did your own personal taste for it change over time, or were you always addicted to crossovers like this?
Well, as far as this type of crossover, I liked X and Trip. Like I liked all of them. Like Lil Uzi, I fucked with all of them before they became commercial. Like they was kind of had a buzz in the underground, big enough for me to know who they are. And I fucked with it heavy, and it just happened that like it became the new commercial wave. But even before that, I fucked with it, and that's like was the sound that like the lane I was in too. Before it kind of got that big.
Definitely.
Like X had like 50,000 followers when I fucked with him. So like that was a while ago, Yeah. Now he got like 5 million, but like I always fucked with it, but way before it got big. It's just like the sound I fuck with.
Yeah.
And what's crazy too? I fuck with like rock, like 9 Inch Nails, but I also fuck with Dipset. But now they kind of like have a lane where you can put both of them together,
Yeah, they do.
Like mix the swag with the like rebellious kind of shit, It's a lit lane,
Yes, sir. Man, my favorite rock and rap crossover all time is Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Yeah, they did it, bro. That shit was like one of the first times to do it. So it was interesting that they like made that sound work, because Jay-Z, they're so different. So
yeah,
that's what's up, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Any final words? Any links that you want to send our listeners to check you out?
Any links? Yeah, you could go real little Sasuke. My Instagram and my Twitter, and that actually has a link to all my stuff, like my SoundCloud and Spotify and everything. If you just go on my Instagram, you'll find that, like anything else from there. You could use that as a portal, just find everything. So just go real little Sasuke at my Instagram and Twitter.
Definitely. And guys, just in case, links, I have them in the description of the show. I thought ahead, so you don't have to worry about it. Just click the links. My finger did all the work for you. All right, guys, have a great night.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre-free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay, but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.